Hello and welcome to Conexão Britânica, the biggest British English YouTube channel in Brazil. And in today's video, we come back with our English class in English, where we are going to talk about present perfect. I know, it's a verb tense that causes us a lot of trouble. Most of us have goosebumps just to think about using present perfect. Some of us, when we are studying, present perfect is very difficult and is very complicated, and this video has come to make you understand it better and to start using it better. And you see in the end of this video that you can use much more present perfect than you think, and it's really more connected to our speech, our day-by-day speech, than we think. So be prepared, sit yourself comfortably, take your pen or pencil or an eraser, your notebook, to take note of everything I'm going to say, and let's go for the video. First of all, it's very important to say, I am not going to explore the structure of the present perfect. We have been doing this in this channel for quite a while, so there are several videos here in the channel where we talk about structure. If you need one of them, I'll put one of those videos in the cards up here so you can watch it after this one. So what I'm going to cover here is basically the context where we apply present perfect, because in terms of structure, it's pretty simple. Really, believe me, it's pretty simple. It's literally mechanics. Just repeat something, repeat a pattern, a standard. Yeah, but in terms of context is where the problem lives, is where it gets more complicated, and it's where we get confused and we get committing mistakes. Yeah, so let's understand one thing for starters. Present perfect is a verb tense connected to the present and not to the past. It talks about some actions that has started in the past, yes, but every situation that we use present perfect has a connection with the present, which means it always talks about now in some way. For example, if I say, I've lost my keys, which means I don't have my keys right now. I might be looking for them. So I have lost my keys. It doesn't matter when, it doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter anything. What matters is I've lost my keys. And there's a connection with now, because I don't have my keys now and I need them. So you use present perfect for that. Another thing, another context we use for present perfect is to give new information. For example, let's imagine we are cooking, and then I look to you and I said, oh, I've burned myself. I've burned myself. So I had a problem with the stove or the oven, and I've burned myself. I burned my hand. So I didn't say that I burned it before or in the past. We're not talking about the past, we're talking about now. So it has just happened. So I've burned myself. So we use present perfect. However, if we keep talking about the subject, then we use the simple past. Then we're going to talk about past events. For example, I look at you and say, I've burned my hand, or I've burned myself. And you say, how did you do it? So how did you do it? It's the moment I've burned myself in the past. And then I answered, I picked up a hot dish. I know, stupid, I know, yeah, but I did. And I burned my hands with that. So I know, blame on me. But as I said, I've burnt myself. How did you do it? I picked up a hot dish. So I use the present perfect in the first sentence, yes, to give new information. Then about if I'm going to tell how it happened, so I use the simple past. Speaking of simple past, I said present perfect is about now. It's about the present. Yeah, otherwise it wouldn't be called present perfect, right? Yeah, I know. But when the connection is about the past, then we use simple past. That's why we get so much confused with present perfect and simple past. And there's a sentence I always use in my classes, especially when we are talking about very similar things. or in sentence creation, or in text creation, I don't know, yeah, that everything in English is context, which means that every little thing you want to use, it has to have a context to add up to your text, to your sentence, to your story, yeah, or of course to agree with everything, right? So when we use in present perfect, we are talking about the past in some way, but with a connection in the present. The simple past, on the other hand, we are talking about the past and only the past. The connection we have with the present is none. It doesn't exist. So whenever you need to speak something or to say something about the past, about the fact in the past, use the simple past. For example, if I say Shakespeare wrote many plays, I cannot say Shakespeare has written many plays because he died in 1616. So he's not alive anymore to write more plays. So there's no connection with the present. That's why I use the simple past. He wrote back in the 17th century, right before he died, of course. Yeah. So that's a very good example. We can use simple past rather than present perfect. So if you feel like you have a connection with the present, use the present perfect. If you don't have it, simple past is your only option. So one last context, also one last thing that we use present perfect for is when we talk about unfinished time. For example, let me explain this a little bit better. If I say, for example, have you seen Paul this morning? I am saying that it's still morning and I'm looking for Paul. And I'm asking somebody if this person has seen him this morning. So it's still morning. In case I say, did you see Paul this morning? I am affirming that it's afternoon or evening, and I know that Paul was there in the morning. So I'm asking somebody if this person saw Paul in that morning. So morning is already in the past. So again, when we use present perfect, it has a connection with now, which means, have you seen Paul this morning? We are still in the morning. So have you seen him? Where is he now? Yeah. Instead of, did you see him this morning? So it is not morning anymore. Maybe it's evening. So did you see him this morning? Oh, pity. I would like to talk to him. Yeah, he was here in the morning. He's not here anymore. So that was the video about the present perfect, how to use it properly. And I believe that I could give you some of the context, the more important ones you can use for present perfect. So if you had any doubts, if you still have any doubts about the present perfect, please leave a comment below. I want to see them and I will definitely answer it to you. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, just click on the red button and in the bell button beside it to receive the notification of the new videos. We have new videos every Tuesday, Thursdays and Saturdays. All right, thank you for your view and I'll see you in the next class or in any other videos. All right, so take care. Bye bye.